Hello all. Well, we had just a smidgen of little bit of drizzle and rain for a few minutes, and now it's it's fully overcast, but nice and warm in the probably about 61, something like that. On with the hike. So a new study from the Berkeley Earth science team here in California. They studied from 2015 to 2018 that the Earth has seen 4 of the hottest years on record, and that goes back to 1850. However, the geological time history doesn't show anything like this either, till you get way, way back. They also found that all the warming on the planet Earth since the Industrial Revolution has been caused by carbon pollution alone. One thing they talk about that is so important is the new dark ages that is coming to the planet, because we have used up and used high technology that will not be available to the future because there won't be anything to run it. So the dark ages will go on forever, virtually on this planet, according to this study. When will it start? It seems like it already is starting. Well, that's enough of that for now. Why don't we go and continue on with the hike and de-stress? So, all this apocalyptic talk, they say, is true, and that it will all happen regardless of whether humans go to zero emissions or not. If they went to zero emissions at this very moment, we still have endless dark ages coming. Alright, I'm not really familiar with this part of the Bay Area, so I'm being very cautious on where I video and who the people are, because they're a completely new batch. Let's talk about mass migration. Now this is where we're going to see the crash come. Tree just fell. They're predicting that there's going to be huge food and water shortages in the next 12 years, which will lead to migrations of mass proportions. So we've had small little migrations of 2 million people in Europe, and a tiny little migration in Mexico to the US that sort of petered out and was mostly made up. But these little tiny migrations are absolutely nothing compared to what we have coming. And it's not a maybe, it's an absolute. This is coming in the next 12 years, they say. These are peer-reviewed studies. These are not just whim of the pants or whatever that is. The first wave will be about 300 million people. And where will they be coming from? The Sahara in Africa, the entire area there across Africa. That will be the first wave. The temperatures will rise by 1.5 C, higher than anywhere else in the world. They didn't say where the second and third wave would be coming from or going to, nor did they say where the Africans, the Africanos, will be going. But we sure know the planet from here on out is going to go downhill fast. do whatever you can do to slow it. Plant native vegetation in your yard to support what bees and things there are left. Take down some of the fencing so that animals can get into your feeding area, and make sure it's all natural. The natural plants that are there. You're not putting out food. You're just feeding them with the natural food that they're used to having. We've got to do something. This is really serious. Now, there's one other issue I wanted to talk about, and that is what the U.S. is doing right now with Venezuela, and how people in the U.S. just don't seem to care, nor the world, really. I mean, that Bolton thing, that's all I have to say. Why are we being so quiet about this? We got in the millions to protest during the anti-Iraq war. Boy, I tell you. One other thing I wanted to bring up was this craziness about here in the U.S. about bringing up legislation where the people of the U.S. are not allowed to boycott Israel because of Palestine, their treatment of Palestine. Can you believe that? Now, there's a list of both Democrats and Republicans here in the U.S. that voted for this legislation, and it is going further. It may become law. And that's it. That means that we may not have any more freedom of speech in this country. That would probably mean the end of Pink Barrio too, and so many other bloggers on YouTube. But they'll have a friend called YouTube who will make sure that everybody stays in lockstep to the corporate power to be. This is all happening because we're ignoring what we did when we voted these people into office. I can't say it enough. Voting can really screw things up if you don't pay attention. I definitely appreciate all the ups and the downs and the new subscribers. We need 1,000 so we can go live stream. We've got quite a ways to go. If you want to help, subscribe. Doesn't hurt. So I put in some neat B-roll for us to ponder while we listen to this horrible news. It just gets worse and worse day by day, and I haven't even scratched the surface. That'll have to be done by others. Until next time.